Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I am here with a review for Thirsty Suitors on Xbox. Now, this came out on the 2nd of November 2023, developed by Outerloop Games and published by Annapurna Interactive. And I absolutely love a lot of Annapurna's games. They're so unique, different, and I've fallen in love with quite a few of them over the years. And also, they do like to stick them on Xbox Game Pass, which is even better. Now, when this one came out, I was interested and I just forgot about it. There's been so much out over the last sort of 6 months in gaming. And then I finally got round to playing it via Xbox Game Pass, and it's one of my favourite games this year so far. Now, I will say, this game features minorities. It features gay relationships. It features transgender people. So if you're a gammon bigot, you're not going to like this game. I looked at the reviews. It's sat on like 2.4 out of 5 stars on Xbox. It's nowhere near that bad. Is it perfect? No, it's not a perfect game. But the fact that these reviews are literally all 1 star. Oh, it's a different demographic. Third wave feminism. What did I just play? Cringe. And tries to push the message and all that sort of stuff. Go woke, go broke. It's clearly offended people who are sad little no-livers who probably voted reform. So ignore them and just play the game. It's fantastic. You play as Jala, who's this Indian woman. She comes back to her hometown after being away for years. She's got like overbearing parents, like a lot of like Indian families do have, or I don't want to say stereotypical. That's how they're portrayed. And she's basically trying to mend a relationship with her friends, her family, ready for her sister's wedding, and also reconcile with all her exes, who are all also trying to work together to sort of teach her a lesson. But one by one, you slowly win them over. And also, there's that mixed in with a weird sort of like cult-like skater conspiracy in the small town as well. And it's really difficult to explain. This is like a breakup simulator mixed with turn-based battles, mixed with skateboarding and cooking sections. And it's just great. I had so much fun playing it. It's weird, it has a great soundtrack, it's bright, it's colourful. There's not a huge amount of areas, like the game itself is quite small in terms of scope, but you'll basically work your way through the game. Each chapter sees you interacting with a different ex. You will face them in like turn-based combat to iron out your differences and eventually make up. Once you've done that, you can then do side quests where you sort of do missions for them, help them out and stuff like that in their lives, which increases your sort of like relationships with them. There's also like the main story quests about obviously this weird conspiracy with a guy in a bear suit hiding the sewers, living out of an old amusement park and like getting cults with all the teens that are skateboarders. It's weird, it's wonderful, but it works really well. The combat is stupid and over the top. Everyone's character has this like over the top sort of like RPG boss flair to them. Like one guy, he's a bit too close to his cat, but then when you're in the combat, it turns into this like giant like beast of a cat that talks and everything like that. Once you've defeated your exes, you can then use them as backup, as like special summons in the combat later on as well. And the combat sees you having to find out your opponent's weaknesses. Once you exploit their weaknesses, it then stuns them and gives you more damage to attack them. So you have to sort of work out what their weaknesses are. I think there's 6. Exploit them, put them into a sort of mood, and then you can do more damage. Then outside of that, there's like exploring the environment. There's also skateboarding. Once you get to the theme park, sort of like abandoned theme park, and that plays a lot like Tony Hawk's with a little bit more button mashing. It's not as smooth as like Tony Hawk's skateboarding is. Sometimes doing the combos isn't perfect, and you touch something and you lose your combo and stuff like that. But it is fun. It's over the top. There's also loads and loads of skateboarding challenges. Some of them are extremely tricky, and I've still not completed the last couple of them because I wanted to throw my controller out the window. I'm not going to lie, so I'm going to go back and do it soon. On top of that, there's also a cooking mini game. Sometimes you have to do it for the story mode. Sometimes you have to do it for just yourself. You can basically make these different like Indian recipes, and it's basically a selection of quick time events. You have to score a certain amount. You have so much spice, which can then be used to do like better like combos per round. And once you've completed them, you do get food, which can be used as like healing items or buffs and debuffs and stuff like that. Now, the dialogue is really funny. I like the story. I like the weird characters. There's dancing mini games. There's like arcade mini games. There's all sorts of weird and wonderful little mini games to be found during the game. It's really hard to explain. You eventually also get to select different skaters as you unlock them during the story. You can even skateboard as a dog later on, which is funny. All in all, really good. It's not perfect. It's a little limited. The battles do get a little repetitive. I mean, you can pretty much skip most of that. The side battles, there are some that like pop up while you're exploring, and sometimes there's sections where you can go into extra battles if you want the XP. But I found myself always at a decent level while playing it. However, there are some achievements that are linked to completing so many battles, which is a little bit grindy. However, you can finish all the side quests and stuff. Once you finish the story, there's a section before it truly ends where you can like make sure you finish all that thing, like anything you've missed and stuff before it's point of no return, basically. But all in all, it's fun. It's very well voice acted. It has a lovely, like, bright, colourful art style with great shading and stuff like that. Very unique characters, over the top, very inclusive. It covers everything. Like I say, it's going to wind people up who are like sad bigots and, like I say, are homophobic, all that sort of stuff. But go into it and just have fun, and you'll absolutely love it. It's fantastic. I had a ton of fun playing it. One of, like I say, the best games I've played. Now, it's available on pretty much all platforms. I played it on Xbox through Game Pass. You can buy it, it's normally $24.99, or it's $19.99 with Game Pass sale on at the moment. Now, on Xbox, it's playable on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC with Xbox Play Anywhere. Supports 4K resolution and 60 FPS plus with VRR because it's optimized for Series X and S. But other than that, guys, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you soon for more gaming content. Bye for now.